Good afternoon, traders, and welcome to another edition of Awesomecallstrading.com live webinar service. Or live webinar service. We're doing a webinar. Yeah. You know what? We had a good day today. Except I took one silly, stupid loss on a stock called HEPA. I should have stuck to my guns, stuck to my notes. Um, the way they were playing that this morning, boy, they were just it's crazy. But I ended up with KRTX, paid the bills. I got to be happy. LRCX paid the bills. I couldn't short any BPTH, so that one I couldn't play. Um, I couldn't get shorts on plan. That one kind of sucked. And I played Jack. Jack was a really good trade today. I nailed that one. And it was a lot of fun today. We played a lot. We played earnings, an offering, some bios. So I'll just kind of take you through a few and sign off for the night. I just got done doing secret sauce. It was pretty intense, but I was also trading in secret sauce because I needed to make a few bucks because of the HEPA trade. So I'm going to start with a stock called Bizon. Bizon reported earnings last night and this morning. Was the conference call, and Bazan was gapping down 5 points. After reading the report intensely, I made the decision that the stock was going to sell off. The floor on the sell-off was going to be 35 a share. Now, I want you to understand this. We are called Awesome Calls for a reason. All right. There's a reason why people call us that name. All right. And it's because of our precision and our ability to tell where a stock's going to go predetermined before the market even opens and not based off a bunch of lines that someone's given you or all these. This is more Awesome Calls trades the news. Okay, we're news traders. We trade, we read the report, we become analysts in here. That's the difference of who we are. All right, it's just not simple VWAP, this line, it should go here. This is the camel, here's the EMA. We're not. No. In here, when we start our mornings, it's this is the floor, this is the bottom, this is where you buy. If you can't short the stock, at least you know where it's going. Then you could buy the stock. I want you to look how Bazan was put out. They issued downside guidance, which is not good, obviously. Stock was already gapping down 5. So it was already gapping down to 38. I called the stock to a 35 bottom, told everyone to start scaling in long, and it would pop 2 points before the end of the day. Okay. Ding, 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 ding. So you could have took short Bazan at 39, 30, 40, 38.50, and just wait for your 35 touch. As you see, ding, 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 ding. Stock stopped at 35 on a dime, and now we're moving up 2 points. What could you have done in this trade? 250 shares, 500 bucks. You could have shorted the stock, made 3 points on the downside, 2 on the up. Okay? Bottom line is you could have made hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on this specific trade. The next one that we did was a stock called CPRT. This was a really good setup, also an earnings play. This one we called for a 92 pop at the open. A 92 pop at the open. Again, it's all in the earnings report. We read it. Okay. So the stock was gapping up quite a bit. It was like 5 points. I determined the stock would run to 92 and top off with an all-day sell-off to $86 all day. So here's the stock, and here is CPRT. All right, I want to pop it open to 92 and an all-day gap fill to 86 bucks. And that's the stock. So that's your setup. All you do as a day trader when you walk in and you have 10,000 buying power, you wait for the pop. You short 100 shares at 91.50 and you just sit on it. Go back to bed, go back to sleep, put your cover order in at 86.50, 86, and you're done. You're done. That's it. And you make 500 bucks for the day while you're sleeping. All right. This is what we call an all-day fader. Another one we did today was BPTH. This was a joke. And it just so happened we wanted to short the stock to 10 and under, which it did perfectly on perfect execution from 14.15 in pre-market. We called for a 10 and under, and just so happened as it hit the 10 spot, guess what? BBADTH does what it loves to do, did 8 million in warrants and offerings, and pulled the stock at $7.50. If you were sized in on a short of this size, you could have made a lot of money. Okay, so this was a really, really good trade for the entire chat room to play. All right, the next one that we did today was KRTX. Now, this is pretty much the final day that we will participate in this trade. I won't probably play with it anymore. Um, Now, KRTX had a $96 offering. Okay, $96 was the offering price for 2.6 million shares. So this trade was literally going to be basically a 5-minute trade um, for everyone in the chat rooms. And I played this specifically for the execution of what I was going to do. Now, I made it very clear in pre-market notes that KRT8 was going to pull and dump to 94 and under at the open. When it pulls to 94 and under, you will get a 5 to 7 point play in it, and then you're done. I also indicate to the chat room I will be playing this. So this is going to be my one trade for today that I'm going to do. All right, so I come in here and I simply execute the trade. So market opens. Here is the pull I said at the open. It blasts through 94. Even if you bought 94 and added on the weakness and you had a 91 average, you actually made a shit ton of money. But for me, I waited for the 94 to come back, went long market order, and it popped all the way up to 99 a share on that 34,000 stick candle. Do you know what it's like to make that kind of money with 500 shares? Just slam it because you know what it's going to do. The play was over and done in less than 5 minutes of day trading. And that was the end of it. All right. And then it just sold off. And then we did an afternoon trade while I was doing secret sauce. I should have bought this pull at 79, but you know, we bought it around 80. And the great dark side told us it would hit probably the 85 area, if not more. And oh man, just fucking beautiful play. Great call by the master himself. Oh, and by the way, CPRT, you see where it's going right now? All day fader. Look where it just hit. 86.89. Didn't I say all day? So as an option trader, you can call in and just buy 86 puts. Buy load up the contracts. Tons of them. As soon as it opens, pops 91, 92, bam, start buying fucking 86 puts. Because you know where it's going to go. Because you're in the greatest fucking chat room in the world. All predetermined. All right? The next one that we did was a stock called BJ's. Now, BJ's was gapping down a little bit too much. After reading the earnings report, I made a decision that the stock would actually push at the open. I told everyone to start loading to buy the stock at $22.50, add on any weakness. The stock will go to $24.50 and grind out. Now, I want you to understand, this is all that was showing in pre-market. 23, 22.60, and gapping down. See this? And based on what I read, how I read the earnings report, how I interpreted the report, I basically told you. In other words, I didn't tell you, oh, short this stock to short the stock to 20. There's nothing that says in my call to short the stock. It is very specific for a day trader to do. All you do is buy. You don't hesitate in this room. You just do what I tell you. All right. This is why I get the 90% mark, the 97% mark. Do what I tell you. Don't overthink. I did the thinking for you. Allow me to make you money. So you come in as a day trader and you look at the notes and you simply stare at it and you go, okay, the man says take BJ at 22.50 long. He's telling you right now, 22.50 long. He's saying the stock will pop at the open to 24.50. At minimum, I'm going to make a point from 23.50 to 2 points to 24. There is no short in the stock anywhere. So all you do is execute the trade. There's your 24.50. Ding, 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 ding. You execute 24.50 and it goes to 22.50 and it popped to 24.50. Okay, BJ's. Another stock that we did today was we did Plan. Yeah, Plan was a very good trade. You just had to be patient. It took forever to break. But in pre-market, again, I read the earnings report. I was not impressed with Plan. I just didn't. It didn't really like wow me. So I told traders, I want you to start taking short at 55, 75, and 56. Give it room to pop at 57 at the open, but I didn't think it would. And then a slow fader down to $52, 52 to 53. And that's exactly what we wrote up. As you look at it, Plan. Take short. I'm already giving you the reason why we're going to short. I am not impressed with the guidance. I would take a small short, give it room to pop, and a slow fader, 2 to 4 points to the downside. This will not gap fill. In other words, it's not going to come to 50, so don't size in thinking that way. Okay? And that was the trade on Plan. So in the end, these 6 plays were just, I mean, we had a dozen of them. We played Jack. I do want you to see Jack. Now, Jack, okay, we all know Jack in the Box, Jack. You don't know who Jack in the Box is, but it's Jack. It's Jack. Jack in the Box. Yeah, this guy right here. So, this is Jack in the Box, right? This is Jack in the Box. Main guy right here. Okay? It's Jack in the Box. So, Jack in the Box, um, yeah, I should have just done this. Jack time. I like that. I'm gonna save that. I like that. It's gonna be something I'm gonna use down the road. Jack time. I like that. Save it. Didn't even know we had that. We should have done that when we executed the trade. Jack time. Woo! Fucking love it. Anyway, Jack in the Box uh, was gapping. They wanted to do an authorization of 100 million share purchase. Okay. The earnings were mixed. They were kind of like, eh, I wasn't really impressed. Yet the stock was gapping up lightly to 86 a share. So you know what I did? I studied it. I actually took an extra 2 minutes to study. For you, it would take you days, but for me, 2 minutes. I had to study it. I had to stare at the chart. I just stared at it, and I was thinking, and I wasn't thinking VWAP, EMA, the camel hump, the butterfly. Wasn't thinking anything like that. 13 GM. I wasn't thinking anything. I was thinking, where is this fucker gonna pop and stop? So I made the decision it was gonna stop at 89 a share. And from there, I just wanted to gut the stock and short it. So I called for an 89 short, squeeze at the open to 89, and then a sell off to 85 and under. And initially, before the conference call, this was an amazing play. All right. But once the call came, he destroyed the stock. So we just played perfectly. You want to see this? Ding, 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 ding. There's the pop it open. See this right here? See? This is all that was showing in pre-market. You believe this? You're not believing this, do you? Are you? This is it. This little dot, I'm not fucking with you. This is the opening bell. This dot was all I had to work with. I want you to think about that for a second. All right? I can't get that on. These 2 dots, because this is the opening bell right here. These 2 dots was all I had to work with. I had to look at that and go, okay, what's the stock going to do, AJ? Can you do that? Can you do that? Think about that for a second. You have to look at 2 dots with 300 shares, 180 shares here, and 300 shares here. And based off of these 2 dots, oh, that's going to pop to 89 at the open scale and short, take it down to 85. You see how my mind works? Fucking insane, right? Now you want to watch it go to work? Boom. 89 pop. Scaling short. 85 and under. Look at the fucking covers. You couldn't even cover to 85 if you wanted to. Fuck. What a trade. What a fucking trade. Jack time. Beautiful. But this is why we're called Awesome Calls Trading. Because we make awesome calls and we trade them. Hey, that's today's webinar. Thank you so much for joining. Got a lot of new people coming in. A lot of interest in the annuals. I was writing stuff all last night. Oh my goodness. I think I got a few more annuals that came in from, you know what? I want to say hello to Tony. Tony was one of the guys that started this room days in the years back. Took some time off. The man came in. Tony and I welcomed him last night. I mean, he just like, what's your annual? I mean, he didn't even hesitate. He just came back after a year. What's the annual? Show me what you're doing. And he just was mind blowing. He's like, okay, like, what do I do? Within 20 seconds, he did an annual. Welcome aboard, Tony, from Atlanta. I love you. So that was really cool. I love it when people just, they know the room. They know the room. And he probably made all his money this morning. He's an option trader. And that's primarily what he trades is options. He just came in and just bam. Anyway, so that's it. So thank you so much. And if you want to join us for a day, week, or a month, boom, I'm in a good mood. Sign up, see what I do. Take care. Bye bye.